was a little girl, I got to play in the woods every day of my life. And while I was growing up, I realized that these plants in these woods are fascinating, and I'll bet the Indians knew what to do with these plants, and they all had a different smell and taste to them. And so I began to study about herbs and their value, and I learned that they're incredibly important to us, and they have medicinal qualities and things that we can use and we don't want to lose. And then as I was growing up, that woods down the street from my house was torn down and turned into a neighborhood. They just took out the trees and they paved over the creek and the little pond that we used to play in. And I just stood by and realized I'm a little girl and I understand the value that these people who are making this neighborhood don't understand. And it's a lot more important than the money that they're going to make from building these homes and building this neighborhood. And so as I grew up and developed a career as a writer, I always gravitated to stories about environmental concerns. And the more I learned, the more I realized this is really important. And if we don't figure it out pretty quickly, we're going to have a huge problem on our hands. And I think everybody realizes now that we're facing those problems. So I consider it, having learned as much as I have with 20 years as an environmental journalist, it's my responsibility to try to help people get the picture and to learn about ways that we can turn that around and develop sustainable solutions to protect the future for our children.